directionally challenged hiker here this Thursday, October 17th, 2024 at the Salt Creek Camp area. And I'm going to do a little tour of the camp. I'm just coming up the trail from the main Tonto Trail, and this is the first little site that you will encounter. And this is a designated camping area. You have to camp in this area, and it is also a single permit small group, so only one group and only up to six hikers. And it kind of makes sense because this is another little area where you can pitch a tent. This is my tent up here, and the first time I camped at Salt in 2015, May of 2015, I pitched my tent right here. Obviously a different tent. And then I'm going to kind of pan to the right here. And we've got what I recall this being a nicer place up here to pitch a tent when I was here last. And it looks like it has eroded a little bit. But if you had a small tent or you were used to cowboy camping, it would probably suit you. Pretty awesome views. I'm going to give you just a look as I get myself turned around. The Salt Creek Camp area is on the Tonto. It is between Bright Angel and Hermit Trails, so you could access it from either one of those points. We came down the Bright Angel yesterday, and then about 7.3 miles across the Tonto. Yeah, a 12.1 miler. I have no idea what I was thinking. And then there, I hung my rat sack last night. Halfway decent little tree for that. And then I'm not sure if there's anything down here, but there may be like another little more secluded area to pitch your tent down here. There is water in the Salt Creek drainage at this point, and every time I've been here there has been water, but it is not drinkable unless you are pretty desperate. It has a high salt/mineral content that can, wreak havoc on that digestive tract. It also has possible uranium contamination from what used to be the Orphan Mine. So okay, we do have, wow, these would probably be nice if it was a little bit warmer. I mean, it was warmer yesterday, but we got here when we were in the shadows. But these are two awesome little places here. I was not in the mood to explore yesterday. I was just 12.1 miles. I don't know what I was thinking. My butt was kicked. But yeah, so two nice little places down here. I did think you could come, I don't know, you might be able to get down to the wash from there. I kind of tried yesterday, and yeah, maybe I was just tired. But again, the views. Let me back up here and get us turned around. So yeah, coming up from these two little sites. So you could easily, I mean, if you had your group of 6, you could spread out so you weren't like, camping right on top of each other. This area does have one of those lovely brown box composting toilets. I will show you where that is at in just a moment. It does come with a spectacular view. So yeah, but again, no water here. I mean, that is a big thing. You have to, depending on which direction you're coming from, haul your water. When we came down Bright Angel yesterday, we came down with the minimum amount of water, and when we got to what is now Havasupai Gardens, we filled up our water. I think my friend had probably exactly 7, and I had about 6.75 liters of water. So you're talking 14 pounds of water. And since we are in for 8 days, I had, okay, including the rat sack, I had about 12 pounds of food. So, Xena was loaded. So, yeah, we didn't have to walk around camp this morning. Wow. All right, I might fast forward this, we'll see. Anyway, you might be able to see it now. The lovely little brown box toilet. Okay, it is much better than trying to dig a hole in this rock. Yeah, there are definitely some areas in the canyon that are easier to dig a little cat hole than others. But yeah, like I said, I've stayed here once before, May of 2015, and that was my first off-quarter solo hike, actually my second solo hike. And when I got here, about the same time, a group of 6 guys showed up, like a dad and some sons. And okay, here we are at the little brown box toilet. If you haven't seen one before, I will give you a look at it. Nothing spectacular. They can seem kind of gross because there's bugs and microorganisms that help break down your poop. And then they haul them out by helicopter when they have to be cleaned out. But okay, I'm gonna stand in front of it. This is your view from the toilet. I mean, no one has this sort of view at home, so it is pretty amazing. But as I head back to a little camp area, we got some pretty clouds. And back to that first night here at Salt. And so there were 6 guys and me. And we're kind of looking at each other because Salt Creek was on my permit and Salt Creek was on their permit. And I don't know, it was a oops or whatever. It was no big deal. There's obviously plenty of room for another person or 2. I mean, you have to stick to your permit, but you know, it was not a big deal that somehow 2 permitted parties were here that night. They were pretty cool. Was actually, since it was my first night off corridor, it was kind of nice to not completely be alone, with like the next closest camp being, you know, 3 to 5 miles. So yeah, but this is, we're looking down on it. The little camp area of Salt Creek. And I will, after I eat my breakfast, I will take you down to the Salt Creek, you know, drainage area and show you the pools of water and also how you come up to the camp. So I will see you in a while later. All right, getting ready to show you those little pools of water that I used yesterday to cool off in. But right now I am standing on the Tonto, and that sign towards the left corner is the sign pointing you towards the Salt Creek camp area. You just follow that trail on up a short ways and you will be where I took the earlier footage, in the camp. Now, as I turn to my left, still on the Tonto, I will be going down that little bit of trail here to get to the bottom of the drainage in just a couple minutes. But across the drainage is the bit of Tonto that we came down yesterday to cross the drainage and to get us into Salt Creek Camp. So we came again from Bright Angel area, and today we are headed into Granite Rapids. So we are staying on the side of the drainage that I am now on, and we will be heading downriver towards Granite Rapids. I think we have 4.8 miles today, or no, 5.5 miles today. 5.5 miles today. So yeah, just a little bit of perspective, and I'm about ready to head down and show you those pools of water that felt pretty amazing yesterday. All right, so I just came down from there, and you may or may not be able to see a pile of Karen's center screen kind of indicating where to climb back out. And then center screen again. There's a shallow pool there. Not too bad, but I'm going to take you to the slightly deeper one. But anyway, last time I was through here about a year and a half ago, I think sometime in April, it was flowing. It was like just a little waterfall. It was beautiful. Not sure if I have video footage of it. This is so beautiful. Yep, I had just biffed it on the Tonto and was bleeding, and yeah. But we will turn around here and head just a short distance down the drainage. And as I climb here, I am walking towards where you would begin descending the Tonto if you're heading back towards the Bright Angel area. So I've headed that direction a handful of times at this point, And yesterday was the first time that I came down this direction. So here we have just trickles of, it is trickles of water. Yeah, it is actually just a very slight flow. And I know it doesn't look very appetizing, and that is probably a good thing, as again, the Salt Creek area water has the high salt mineral content that will wreak havoc on your digestive system, and also some possible uranium contamination. So unless you are going to die because you have nothing to drink, it is not recommended that you drink it. But there's that pool. It felt so amazing to stand in it yesterday. It was actually cool, and I'm getting a little bit of a reflection this morning. Wow. So I'll turn around, or actually here. I've never scrambled down very far. I wanted to, but I was just dead tired yesterday. But let's turn you around and look a little bit back up. Need to boop it. There we go. All right, now I can see what I'm filming again. But there is looking up. So let me take care of what I need to take care of, because we do need to get moving this morning. See you along the trail. All right, just have to add this on here. Obviously, the animals do drink this water, so maybe their digestive systems do better with high salt mineral content. I'm not sure. But yeah, there's that little pool again there. So I really should get back to camp, but I'm actually enjoying myself, and I don't have a big pack on my back. Later.